How to easily add music to an Instagram post, story, or reel. Hello everyone. Welcome to KB. Let's start. Please subscribe to my channel. Using the right song in your Instagram posts can make a world of difference in your video's appeal, engagement, and earnings. Instagram has a built-in music library that allows you to conveniently add songs to your stories or reels, but the same doesn't apply to feed videos. In this video, I'll guide you on ways to add music to your Instagram post through royalty-free music platforms, and how to use the built-in library to incorporate songs into your stories and reels. How to add music to Instagram post. 1. Add music in 10 easy steps with Canva. Canva is an excellent multi-purpose app that allows you to edit and add your own music to Instagram feed posts for free. You'll be able to export the video without any watermark, unless you're adding a paid element to the video, and edit it without any limitations. The only catch is that you must only use royalty-free music in the video, or you risk getting a copyright strike from Instagram. 1. Open the Canva app on your phone and tap on the camera icon in the search bar. 2. Select Photo Library and import the video that you want to add music to. 3. Once uploaded, choose a size for your video. Canva has a range of design sizes, including ones for Instagram posts, reels, and stories. Tap on Create to begin editing. 4. To add music to your Instagram post, tap the plus button in the bottom left corner. Click on the Audio tab and the Upload Files button. Select Choose Files to import music or tunes directly from your phone storage. 5. Once uploaded, click on your chosen audio track to import it into the video. 6. From the bottom toolbar, tap on Adjust, and then scroll to select which portion of the song to play in your video. Click the X button to save changes. 7. Next, tap on Effects from the toolbar. Here, you can dial in the fade in and fade out effects for the music track. Again, click X to save and exit. 8. If you want to adjust the volume, tap on the volume button and use the slider to make adjustments. 9. Tap on the play button in the top toolbar to preview your video. 2. Add music in 14 steps with Inchit. 1. Open the app and tap on the video button. 2. Select the videos you want to import to add music. 3. From the toolbar, tap on the music icon. 4. Tap the music button again to access the music library. 5. Here, you can explore the different tunes and categories. 6. Select your favorite music to preview and click on the download icon. Once it's saved, click on Use to edit the music. 7. You can also use downloaded songs in your video by clicking on the My Music tab. 8. For sound effects, tap the Effects tab to add them to the timeline. 9. Once you have imported your soundtracks, return to the timeline and tap on an audio bar to see 2 white arrows. Slide these to adjust the duration of each soundtrack. 10. For more options, click the Edit button. Here, you can precisely adjust the duration, volume, fade in, and fade out effects for that specific soundtrack. Tap the arrow in the top right corner to save your preferences. 11. Preview your edits by tapping the play button in the center. Adjust the master volume by clicking on the volume button in the toolbar. If you're satisfied, click the top right arrow button once again to exit the timeline. 12. If you want to record music or voice notes for your video, click the record button in the toolbar. Otherwise, tap the arrow button to save all of your changes. 13. Tap the upload button in the top right corner to save your video. You can also change the resolution, frame rate, and format of your video from this panel. How to add music to Instagram story. Here's how to add music to your stories. 1. Open the Instagram app and click on the Your Story button in the top left corner, or the plus icon on the top right, and select Story. 2. Record a story or tap on the image icon in the bottom left of the screen to select an existing video from your gallery. If you've run out of content, check out this amazing list of inspirational captions and quotes. 3. Pick one video from your camera roll or tap on Select to choose multiple videos images. Click the arrow button in the bottom right to continue. 4. Tap on the sticker icon from the top toolbar. Then, select the music sticker to access the Instagram music library. 5. From here, you can find any specific song with the search bar for your Instagram story. If you're looking for a specific genre, click on the Browse tab. Press the play button to preview the music tracks. 6. Once you have selected a song, move the scroll bar at the bottom to choose which part you want to play in your story. Tip: tap on one of the pink markers on the timeline to select the most popular part of each song. 7. Next, Adjust the duration of your song by clicking the 15 button beside the timeline. It's set at 15 seconds by default, maximum allowed, but can be reduced to 5 seconds minimum. 8. You can also select different font styles for the lyrics by scrolling through the slider above the timeline. To change the colors, tap on the color wheel button at the top. Alternatively, you can scroll till the end to display the album art. 9. Tap on the Done button in the top right corner to exit the editing panel. After that, you can rotate, resize, and move the lyrics album art by holding it down with 2 thumbs. 10. If you want to add music to other stories, select the video from the bottom left and repeat the same process from step 4. How to add music to Instagram Reel. 1. Open Instagram and tap on the plus button. You'll see a slider at the bottom. Switch from posts to Reel. 2. Start recording your content, or add pre-recorded videos by swiping up or tapping the image icon in the bottom left corner of the screen. 3. Trim your video to the ideal length using the white markers in the timeline. 4. Tap the audio icon on the left side of the screen to open the music library. 5. Find your favorite song from the search bar and press the play button to preview. Once decided, click on the song. 6. Scroll the slider to select the part of the song you want to play in your reel. Press Done in the top right corner to then add to continue with the reel. 7. After editing your reel, press Next beside the shutter button. 8. If you want to change the song, record a voiceover, add effects stickers text, and use the top toolbar to navigate each option. Press the Next button in the bottom left to continue. 9. Click the Edit Cover button to change the cover image of your reel video. Add a nice caption in the text box. Tag any account or add a location using the bottom menu bar. And hit the blue Share button to publish your reel. Best royalty-free music sources for Instagram posts. 1. YouTube Audio Library. One of the most underappreciated sources of royalty-free music is YouTube. As a content creator on the platform, YouTube provides you with a library full of cool background tunes to use in your videos. All of these songs are licensed under Creative Commons, meaning that you won't get a copyright strike when using them for personal or commercial use. You can easily access this music library by switching to YouTube Studio from your account, selecting Audio Library from the navigation menu, and downloading your preferred songs. You can later add this music to your Instagram post through Canva or InShot. 2. Epidemic Sound. Epidemic is one of the biggest royalty-free music sources on the planet, with 35,000 plus songs in their library. Besides background music, they also have over 90,000 sound effects and a wide range of catchy songs from different artists. It's a go-to for leading YouTube content creators and is available in multiple budget-friendly packages. 3. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle has a massive library with over 1.7 million soundtracks for video and content creators. The tracks are neatly categorized according to the genres and ambience of each song. You can access unlimited downloads at affordable rates and get notified about featured tracks and artists by the Envato team weekly. 4. freemusicarchive.org. Free Music Archive is one of the best unpaid royalty-free libraries on the market. Loaded with high-quality songs, effects, and background music, the platform allows creators to download and use their audio tracks free of cost. New music from artists all over the globe is regularly added to the library, making Free Music Archive an excellent choice for Instagram content creators. Subscribe